So here we are going to talk about the expansion of the dot, or it's a concept of numbers. In the Vedic philosophy, the in numerology, if some of you are may have heard about it, they have the number between 1 to the number 9. But in Vedic philosophy, if you have to understand Vedic philosophy, then you have to expand it to 12. So how is the expansion occurring? The first point, which is a dot, is called the ultimate source of all probabilities and possibilities. You can call it God, you can call it the supreme power, the supreme being, almighty. Yoga centers might call it Om. Names mean nothing. It's the concept. The concept is, or if you go to Shankaracharya's, then he will call it the ultimate Aham Brahmasi or Brahman. The concept is, this is the philosophy of the Advaita school. That means God is one, the ultimate source. So that is the Om. And the Om, so wherever the number 1 will come, he is the one, he is the one. Then we are talking about the source of everything. And that is a symbol. Om is a symbol. So that source is symbolized as Om. You can even put names here, Mahavishnu, Sadashiva, Mahadevi, anything. You are flexible enough to follow whatever, or Mahaganapati, whichever form appeals to you, you can put it as an ultimate source there. That's why people, sometimes get confused as to, there are so many Puranas in the Hindu philosophy that people get confused that is it, is Vishnu Purana is saying that Vishnu is the greatest, Shiv Purana is saying Shiva is the greatest. So, okay, 1 second, someone got disconnected. Ashish. Okay, I hope I can get this person on. So, are there contradictions? There are no contradictions. Because the form is the same. The form is the same, which is the ultimate source of everything. If you are a scientist, if you're an atheist, you can call it as the point of Big Bang. You can call it any name. Now, from that dot begins creation. First thing that evolves is masculine and feminine energies. This is also misinterpreted. That means, are we trying to be gender biased? No. Masculine, feminine concepts, Purush and Prakriti, is for us to understand, humans, us with our limited abilities, to perceive something which is divine. So for us and because of our limited psychological and mental development, we try to bring in things in terms that we understand. Now, masculine and feminine has caused a lot of debate over years. So, making gods male or making gods female, and there definitely comes up a lot of other debates related to this, gender, this and that. It's not. The concept is very simple. The division is based on the biological and the anatomical differences between man and woman. Woman can carry life within her. Man can give life. So this concept, the external internal concept, is the true underlying biological anatomical division that has created two forms. And this form, when they merge together, is again the Om, the single form, which is also, if you are a Shiva and a Shakti cult, you will call it Ardhanarishwara. That means half man, half woman. So from the Om, from the oneness, if there is a if we divide it into further, expand it into number 2, then we are talking about Purush, the man, and Prakriti, the nature, or man and female or woman, or male and female divinity. This is the concept of Dvaita philosophy. That means there is a supreme being and I surround him. That means the active and passive principles are born here. That's the number 2. Wherever you see number 2, there is an subject and there is an object. So this duality of things is the concept of number 2, which is there is an active and passive concept. That we see in Shiva and Shakti. Now Purush and Prakriti can be Shiva, Shakti, can be Vishnu, Lakshmi, can be creator and created, whatever you call it. Whenever you bring in the concept 2, that means you're understanding it with the respect of active and passive principles. Okay, light and darkness, all these concepts. Then we come to further classification of 3. And what is 3? This is the birth of attributes, qualities. So that means we are now bringing in the concept of attributes and qualities, which is the personification of which is Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. You will often see some people saying that Shiva and Sadashiva are different. Vishnu and Mahavishnu are different. It's true. Because when you are talking about Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, or you're talking about the number 3, anything in the forms of 3, then you're talking about attributes. And those attributes actually are Sattva, Raja, and Tama. So what are Sattva, Raja, and Tama? State of complete inertness is Tama. State of perfect balance is Sattva. Anything in between is Raja. So that means now there was an object and a subject. There was active, passive, and now we are also showing the transition between active, passive. So there is a perfect state of balance, and there is a start point which there is nothing there. That means you are in a state of inertia, and there's a state of perfect balance. How do you go from the state of inertia to the state of perfect balance? You have a journey, and that is Rajas. So that is number 3. Wherever you will see 3, we are always talking